Hey, Tara coming to you here live from my front porch. And I really feel like today's message really goes with yesterday's message, if I could talk, on just time and not sweating the small stuff and letting some things go sometimes. And just knowing that sometimes we got to be able to let things go that we wouldn't otherwise let go. And I have to tell you, my youngest has been under the weather. I think she's getting her second year molars, and my oldest daughter is home from school today, and I have so many things on my plate to do, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how in the world am I going to get these things done and accomplished? And I know that I have some deadlines and things. And so I just thought, like, gosh, like, what do I do with my time and how do I manage it effectively, knowing that I've got just three simple deadlines or three simple steps I gotta meet and some deadlines I gotta meet. And so I thought to myself, how can I tie this message in for you? And because it's perfect, right? There are a lot of us that are moms of small kids, and sometimes we have projects, we have life going on, we have deadlines that need to be achieved, and just because our kid is sick or our kid is home from school or it's approaching summertime, right, and we're going to face this more often, it's like, oh my gosh, like, what do we do in order to manage those things effectively? And so I devised three simple steps to help each of you moms, or even you single parents, maybe your dad, or just someone that you have a child in your care, essentially. And so I feel like this can apply to many situations, many different family environments, etc. And the first step that I want to go over with you is breathe. Just take a deep breath. It's not worth getting stressed over, right? So, okay. So maybe you have to do this about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times before you feel like you've been able to just relax, right? And I came outside because it was just a perfect reminder of just fresh air, relaxation. So that's the first step, right? And secondly is just see, okay, there are a lot of things in your day and some need more attention to than others. So what in your time block can you maybe set aside for a couple of hours, or maybe even the day? Can you come back to it tomorrow? Can you figure out a better way of managing that? Maybe look at your calendar, write it down, make a list of the things that need to be achieved, and see really which ones are important. And they're all important, but which ones can you maybe put to the side a little bit just until you get a few other things done. And if it's helpful to you, maybe pick your top 2 or 3 that you need to accomplish and make those your goal. Okay, so maybe it's, I've got 2 deadlines and then I've got something else that I want to take a look at. And like today for me, the side item that I want to do that's just as equally important as my deadlines will be looking at my children's summer camp. Okay, right? So look at those things and then block off a chunk of time. So maybe you have an hour, maybe you have 2 hours, maybe you have 3 hours, maybe you don't, maybe you have, let's say, 2 half-an-hour increments. Okay, so maybe you start working on the deadline and then you come back to it, and then you see where in your schedule can you look at children's summer camps in your day, right? And then you just schedule those things in until you have them established and complete in your system, and that way you can breathe, right? Because instead of your kids running around going, mommy, 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 what I like to do is set my kids aside for a minute. Like, the baby, for example, is napping in the crib at the moment, so this allows me to do the video, right? And my oldest is just outside playing in the yard for a few minutes, right? Because she likes to catch bugs. As long as I can see her, she's good, right? So I keep a close eye, and I periodically go inside and make sure I check on my little one to make sure she's okay. I'm really close to the house. See, that's my front door right there. So, so after this, I'll go in and I'll check on her, make sure she's okay, and bring my oldest in and we'll have lunch, right? So, but this allows me blocks of time. It may not be 2 or 3 hour stints, but it gives me a few minutes to get a few things accomplished, so I still feel productive and that I accomplished something with my day. You know, I was still able to serve and I was able to help, but I did it around my kids and their schedule, right? And then the third step is to go back through, look at my day, see if there are any gap holes or things that were missing that I needed to get accomplished for the day, and to assign those things a time. So maybe I'm assigning those things for the future, for tomorrow. So see, this way I don't stress out, right? I map out what my tomorrow is going to look like. So then that way I have something set up and accomplished and ready to go. And I don't feel like it's stressing me out that I've got all these things to do, because I told them where they're going to go in my day for tomorrow. So maybe it's, I'm trying to think, tomorrow I take my daughter to school. I have some extra work to do on a job site that I'm on, right? And so I'm helping a client tomorrow. And so I assign those things a scheduled block of time, right? And I write down, okay, what do I need to do for kids' lunches? I already did my grocery order because I know that typically Wednesdays is my grocery day, so I went ahead and I submitted that, so then that way I can just go pick up my groceries. Okay, so things like that. That gives me an extra hour, hour and a half to my day tomorrow that I can now block off, because I'm just going to go do the ClickList program. So I'm just going to go wait for my groceries to be loaded at the store in my car, because we have a program like that where we're at. And then I'll go and I'll pick those up, and then that gives me, like I said, that hour, hour and a half that I would be shopping then to complete one of those tasks on my list. So helping my client or whatever I dictate that for. I'm still in the process of assigning tomorrow's day. If I want to do some social media or something like that, if I want to connect with you, I now have that extra time in my schedule. If my little one still isn't feeling well, I have that extra time to just snuggle with her and cuddle and do these things around her tomorrow and around my daughter's school schedule for the day. So I hope that these things helped. And, you know, I know with summer approaching, some of you are like, what do I do with my kids so I can get my home business done, or I get my I'm able to get some work done. Maybe you work from home and you have clients, or you have other things you'd like to do, but it's always like you're schizophrenic, like mommy, 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 like every 3 minutes or 20 seconds. And so when that happens, maybe you do look for a camp or something to stick your kids in, or maybe you take them to a caregiver for a few hours, or maybe if you've got a trusted friend that can watch them, you may need to do that in order to get some things done. So don't be afraid to ask for help, and maybe have somebody else watch your children for just a few minutes or a few hours or whatever it takes in order to feel like you were able to get those things done, so that way you're not working late at night necessarily when your kids are in bed, or too early in the morning when you still should be sleeping and getting your rest, because you still want to be able to balance effectively with your day. You still want to feel refreshed and rejuvenated, like you have some balance to your schedule. So I hope that this helps. I hope that this brought some value to you. I'm going to leave my information in the comments section so you can stay in contact with me. The other thing is I'm doing a lot of videos, resources, tools, and I'm doing them for free, but I created a VIP list to be able to do that. It's just an email list where I will be just sharing tips, tools, and strategies with you for free daily. I'm just giving my time freely, and it's just another way and means for us to connect. So if you're wanting some more information on good time secrets, or if you're wanting some good information on just anything in your life, you know, more time management tips, or more food tips in the kitchen to save time, or just more relationally, or more with being around your children and embracing your marriage and growing it. I mean, we're going to be covering a whole number of different topics. The VIP list is a really good way to connect. So all you need to do in the comment section is click on my VIP list and fill out your name, your email address, and then click on the subscribe button. and that will allow you to opt into that VIP list where you'll get that information. Yay. And then the other thing too is, if you're curious about what I do business wise, I'm also going to leave that link in the comment section. Feel free to click on that, watch the video, and fill out the prompts from there. I look forward to connecting with you more. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to do my very best to get back with you guys tomorrow at around 12:30, so be looking for updates for me on that. That'll be 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's been really awesome connecting with you today. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's so gorgeous here. I think I'm going to spend some time taking my kids out on a walk and getting some fresh air if the baby starts feeling a little bit better. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy as well, and I'll look forward to connecting with you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.